Hello. I heard you're interested in improving your memory. Have you tried any specific techniques or methods?
Yes, I've read about mnemonic devices, but I'm not sure how effective they really are. Do you think they work?
Mnemonic devices can be quite effective. They involve associating information with something more memorable, like a vivid image. It helps your brain make stronger connections.
Interesting. How do I go about using mnemonic devices effectively?
Start by identifying key points you want to remember. Create associations with familiar images or sounds. For example, if you need to remember a grocery list, picture each item in a specific room of your house.
What about other methods? Are there specific foods or activities that can enhance memory?
Absolutely. Foods rich in omega-3 fatty acids, like fish, can support brain health. Regular exercise is also crucial. It increases blood flow to the brain. And don't forget about good sleep. It's when your brain consolidates memories.
I've heard about brain games and puzzles too. Do they really make a difference?
Yes, engaging in activities that challenge your brain, like puzzles or learning a new skill, can stimulate neural connections and improve cognitive function. It's like a workout for your mind.
Got it. What about stress? I often find myself stressed, and I've heard it can impact memory.
Stress can indeed affect memory. Practice stress reduction techniques like deep breathing, meditation, or even a hobby you enjoy. Managing stress positively impacts overall cognitive function.
I'll give these strategies a try and see how they work for me.
Consistency is key. Incorporate these techniques into your daily routine, and you'll likely notice improvements in your memory over time.
Thanks, teacher. Speaking of memory, do you have any memorable stories or experiences related to improving memory that you could share?
Ah, certainly. I once had a student who struggled with remembering historical dates. We turned it into a game, creating vivid stories around each date. It worked like a charm, and they aced their history exams.
That sounds fun. Maybe I could try creating stories for the things I need to remember. Any tips on making these stories more memorable?
Absolutely. The more outrageous and creative, the better. Add details, exaggerate elements, and involve your senses. The more absurd, the more likely it is to stick in your memory.
Great advice. I'll give it a shot. By the way, have you ever come across any unconventional memory techniques?
Oh, indeed. One student swore by the memory palace technique, where you visualize a familiar place and associate each thing you need to remember with a specific location. It's like mentally walking through a space to recall information.
Well, haha. I'll have to find my own mental palace. By the way, how about music? Can listening to certain types of music enhance memory?
Music can have a powerful impact on memory. Some studies suggest that listening to classical music may temporarily improve spatial temporal skills. Give it a try during your study sessions.
And do you think multitasking affects memory? I find myself trying to do several things at once sometimes.
Multitasking can be a memory killer. Your brain divides its attention, making it harder to retain information. Focus on one task at a time and you'll likely see improvements in both concentration and memory.
You made the point here. I'll work on minimizing multitasking. Any final words of wisdom on this memory boosting journey?
Embrace new experiences, learn continuously, and your memory will thank you. And, of course, be patient with yourself. It's a gradual process.
Okay, teacher. Speaking of adventures, have you ever tried any memory challenges or competitions? I'm curious about those.
Memory competitions are quite fascinating. I once attended a local event where participants had to memorize and recall the order of a shuffled deck of cards. It's incredible what the human mind is capable of with the right techniques.
That sounds like a mental marathon. How did you perform in the competition?
Oh, I was merely an observer in that case. However, it inspired me to delve deeper into memory techniques to better guide my students. It's amazing how these competitions showcase the potential of our memories.
I might give it a shot. Any tips for someone considering entering a memory competition?
Absolutely. Start with the basics, like mastering mnemonic techniques and building a healthy memory palace. Practice regularly. Challenge yourself with different types of information and gradually increase the difficulty. It's like training for a mental Olympics.
Mental Olympics. Love this analogy. On a lighter note, do you have a favorite memory-related quote or saying that motivates you or your students?
There's a quote by William James that I often share. The art of being wise is the art of knowing what to overlook. It reminds us that focusing on what truly matters can significantly improve our memory and decision making.
Wise words indeed. Shifting gears a bit, how about incorporating humor into memory techniques? Can laughter enhance memory retention?
Laughter is a powerful tool. It releases endorphins, which positively impact the brain. Combining humor with your learning, creating funny associations, or using humor in mnemonic devices can certainly make the learning process more enjoyable and memorable.
I'll try to infuse some humor into my study sessions. By the way, have you ever encountered a particularly unusual or unique memory challenge from a student?
There was a student who wanted to memorize a deck of cards using images of famous movie scenes. Each card represented a different movie moment. It was a creative and entertaining approach that showcased the diversity of memory techniques.
Thanks for the encouragement, teacher. On a related note, I've heard about the connection between sense and memory. Any advice on using smells to enhance memory?
Try associating specific scents with the information you want to remember. Whether it's a unique perfume, the scent of a particular flower, or even the aroma of your favorite dish, your brain will thank you for the multisensory experience.
Speaking of senses, how about incorporating taste into the memory boosting mix? Any tasty tips?
For this, try associating flavors with the information you're studying. It could be chewing a specific gum or enjoying a particular snack while reviewing. Your brain forms strong connections when multiple senses are engaged, making it more likely to retain the information.
A study snack it is, then. What about the impact of social interactions on memory? Can discussing and sharing information with others enhance our ability to remember?
This is true, I can tell. Engaging in discussions can be a powerful memory aid. Explaining concepts to someone else, participating in study groups, or even teaching what you've learned can reinforce your understanding and make the information more memorable.
I'll make sure to include some collaborative learning in my routine. On a different note, how about travel? Can exploring new places and cultures positively influence memory?
Travel can be a fantastic memory enhancer. Experiencing new environments, meeting diverse people, and immersing yourself in different cultures provide a wealth of stimuli for your brain. It's like a memory workout with a side of adventure.
Lastly, any unconventional memory rituals or practices you've come across in your teaching journey?
There was a student who insisted on doing a little dance before every study session. It may sound odd, but it became their unique way of signaling to the brain that it's time to focus. Rituals, no matter how quirky, can create a mental cue for optimal memory performance.
A pre-study dance ritual. Why not? I might have to invent my own memory dance moves. Thanks for the delightful conversation and all the creative suggestions, teacher.
You're very welcome. Embrace and enjoy the journey, and may your memory dance lead you to success. If you ever need more memory boosting wisdom, I'm just a question away.